In the quiet town of Bethlehem, a child was born. His name was Jesus, and though the world did not yet know it, his arrival would change the course of history. Suddenly, a bright light shines through the window. The pans to reveal three wise men approaching the house, their faces filled with reverence. They kneel before the baby, offering gifts of gold, frankincense, and myrrh.
We have traveled far, guided by a star to honor the King of Kings.
Thank you. But how could this be?
Though born in a humble manger, prophets had long foretold his coming. Jesus, the Messiah, had arrived to bring hope and salvation to the world.
The wise men speak of a child, born to be a king.
A threat to my throne? Find him. And if he cannot be found, then no child in Bethlehem will live to take what is mine.
In fear, King Herod ordered the massacre of all male children in Bethlehem, but God's plan could not be undone.
Mary, we must leave, now.
What is it?
I had a dream. An angel. Herod seeks our child's life. We must go to Egypt.
Joseph gathers their few belongings. Mary clutches baby Jesus tightly, and they slip into the night, fleeing Bethlehem as the massacre unfolds behind them. 12-year-old Jesus stands in the temple, surrounded by teachers and scholars. He debates passionately, his voice calm but commanding.
The scriptures tell us to love the Lord our God with all our heart and soul. But how can we love him if we do not first understand his teachings?
This boy, how does he know such things?
Even as a boy, Jesus possessed a wisdom that astonished all who heard him. But his true journey would not begin until many years later. Jesus, now 30 years old, walks along the shore. He approaches Peter and Andrew, who are casting their nets into the sea.
Come, follow me, and I will make you fishers of men.
He gathered 12 ordinary men, fishermen, tax collectors, zealots, and called them to follow him, for he was about to embark on a mission that would change the world. A blind man stumbles through the crowd, reaching out as Jesus approaches. One night in the temple, the chief priests and Pharisees huddle together in a dark corner plotting. Their faces are grim with envy and fear.
This man is a danger to all we hold dear. His influence grows daily. We must stop him.
Judas enters the room, his head low.
What will you give me if I hand him over to you?
Pieces of one of the priests places 30 silver into Judas's hand. But not all followed him with pure hearts. Betrayed by one of his closest disciples, Jesus was handed over to the authorities. Jesus hangs on the cross, bruised and bleeding. A crowd watches, some jeering, others weeping. Jesus struggles to lift his head, his eyes filled with both pain and love.
Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do.
Mary, standing at the foot of the cross, sobs quietly. The sky darkens and a powerful silence falls over the scene. Even in his final moments, Jesus offered love and forgiveness to those who sought his death. His sacrifice was the ultimate act of mercy. The stone is rolled away. Mary Magdalene approaches, her eyes widening in disbelief as she sees the empty tomb. She turns, startled, as Jesus stands behind her, radiant in white.
Do not be afraid. I have risen, just as I said.
3 days after his crucifixion, Jesus rose from the dead, proving that even death could not hold him. He appeared to his disciples, offering them peace and the promise of the Holy Spirit, a guide who would remain with them always.
Go, and make disciples of all nations. And remember, I am with you always, to the end of the age.
And so, with his ascension, the light of Jesus continued to shine through his followers, spreading a message of hope, love, and salvation to the ends of the earth.